Hey, what is up, guys? It is TMG here with another episode of Schedule One. So, off camera, I did a little bit of, a little bit of housekeeping. Well, bullshit. Um, I pretty much harvested the remainder of the plants, put a new seed in. Right now, you're going to see me pour some water in. And I also was able to finish all the mixing, and I'm gonna package these up before we go to bed as well. So the goal for this episode is going to be to expand our empire, maybe do a two-step mix once we get the opportunity to. Maybe get a second mixing station to do a two-step mix. Hopefully we unlock mouthwash, which would be the best secondary ingredient for a two-step mix. So we'll go from there, right? Let's see what we can do. Put the seeds there. Let's package this up real quick. I'm fast as fuck, boy. All right. I'll put my tools here, and go to bed. Pretty good day. We ended the episode on a pretty good day. Hoodlum 1, green crack, Viagra, soul pourer, and perfect. All right, so we got the extra long life soil and mouthwash. That's perfect. Extra long life soil just allows us to have 3 plants per pot before the soil runs out, compared to the 2, which luckily I timed it perfectly to where we have no leftover soil. And the mouthwash is the best secondary ingredient for this two-step mix I'm trying to do. So far, so good. So let's post up some of this sauce for sale. Alright, so it's already listed for sale. Let's go to Benji. And see if we can give him some more. Damn, bright and early in the morning? God damn. Alright, what time? It's a Friday? Okay. So you know what? Because we have time and we're not getting a bunch of deals, So it says mixed strain worth $60. So unfortunately, our one step mix is only 59. So let's make that better to complete this quest. Second of all, since I have $3,200, let's deposit all that cash because we're not going to need it in cash. And let's try to make at least another $5,000 before Monday. And I'm talking about like this right here, because that's when our ATM deposit limit will refresh. So let's go ahead and complete one of these quests to talk to the real estate agent, manager, and mechanic. Mechanic is just good that once you get a vehicle, you can get it unstuck, you can repaint it, all that fun stuff. In terms of the motor vehicles, I'm honestly only going to be buying the Viper, and the reason why I'm only buying the Viper out of all the vehicles here is because the Viper has a 16 slot storage limit, which is similar to 2 large shelves on wheels. So until the super late game where I have so much money that I don't know what to do with, then my first vehicle purchase will be a Viper. I passed a real estate agent. He's all the way over here. And if I'm not mistaken, the newest update added Blue Balls Boutique. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, businesses are for me to launder my cash into online balance after exceeding the $10,000 limit. And then properties obviously is just bigger houses. So hopefully we're going to save up for the bungalow and go from there. And also to get potentially the laundromat. Let's check Blue Balls Boutique. Alright. Oh, okay, so these are the wall lamps. These are really nice. I actually want to buy a bunch of these for some of the... for the bungalow once I get it. And it looks like these you can only purchase once, since this is one of one. Sounds cool. Hopefully we'll put those wall-mounted lights to good use. Alright, so let's now go ahead and see where Benji's at. He's over there. It looks like we have some more potential customers, so let's go ahead and grab some more potential customers while we're out. There's Miss Kim. Come here. Kim Delaney. 77% chance. I'll take that. Perfect. Doris and Meg. I think Meg's over there in the Westmart. This is Doris right here. 70% chance. 82% chance. But yep, Benji's running out of product as expected. So we'll give him these baggies when I'm done. So, just to explain to you guys, we see these favorite effects. The favorite effects, if you have a strain that has one or two or all three of the effects, if you have all three, it's 100% success that you give them as a customer. Ideally, though, that a good rule of thumb is if you can get over 75% success rate, just do it. There's no need for you to go through the hassle and like mix a strain just for one individual. So this is 81% chance because it has a calming effect. Well, I'll take the 81% chance. All right, and then the last client we need is Charles Rowland, and then I'm gonna see Benji on the way there. Oh, Benji, come back. Take that cash you got. Yeah, take some of those. I'm actually gonna unjar these when I get back. And then the last guy is right there. 72% chance. I'll take it. Nope, we didn't get lucky. That's unfortunate. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. But that's alright. That one was a little bit more risky. That's alright. So now, yeah, our buds are just about to be grown. For some reason that one's 99%. So let's give it a little bit more water. There we go. All grown. Let's harvest up these buds and see what we can do with them. So hopefully we unlock employees soon. Would be really nice to get a botanist in here. Alright, so we got 40 green crack. Do I still have soil? No, I do not. Alright, so I'll have to go buy some more soil here soon. PGR I'm just going to discard because I'm not going to use that just yet. And then I think it's safe to assume that I'm going to get rid of OG Kush as well. Let's go over to Dan, get another mixing station. I'm going to hold right click and trash the trash can as well. I need more space. So we're going to need to, I'm going to put this here, and I'll put the finished product here next to the door. Let's go to Dan, get one more mixing station, 20 jars, 40 baggies, 8 extra long life, and let's order, ooh, forgot to buy it. Then we're gonna go to the mini mart, buy some Viagra, buy some mouthwash, and get this party started. But before we do any of that, let's do that. And then let's put some soil in here. You always want to have these buds growing in the background until you get a botanist, because you don't want to sit around and do nothing. It's always nice to have have everything flowing. Just thought I'd stop and say thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely. I'm very thankful for any viewers whatsoever. Again, this is a fun little project I thought would be nice to do with a game that I really enjoy. So hopefully I just can keep making some good content for you guys. Hopefully I'll get better. I know the editing is very minimal for these videos, but that's just because I wanted to keep it as raw as I could. But hopefully I'll be able to get editing software and get you guys something a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. So let's put the soil there. Let's put this over here with the watering can. We'll leave that in my inventory. All right, so let's go over to the mini mart and grab some. Actually, I think the closest way to the mini mart is this way. Thick moves. I think there's a shift change, yeah. I'd like 40 mouthwash, 40 Viagra, please. Don't worry about what it's for. I'm having a weird freaky party. I forgot to sow the seeds. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I forgot to sow the seeds. Let's order a 5. Five more green crack seeds. Also, I'm stupid and forgot to give Benji some product, so I'm gonna give him the product that I have in my inventory. Or did I give him product already? I don't know, but let's go check. I haven't made any deals lately, but that's just because I have things unlisted. Yeah. Take that as well. So even though that product is unlisted, he will still be able to sell it. So he'll be making money for me on the back end while I go ahead and mix this product. You know what? I want to make it a little faster. So let's do this. Hopefully we get the Mark II mixing station sooner. It just allows things to be a little quicker, but we'll see. Output. Perfect. Let's start that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this product here. Get the mouthwash. Put it in there. This is going to be done soon. So let's go ahead, clean this place up. And let's go ahead and talk about what our plans for the near future are going to be. So I plan on ideally expanding this setup here to a little bit more, not a semi-automatic setup, just so we can focus more on dealing and making more money to expand. Whereas right now I'm kind of doing everything. Drop is ready. Perfect. Got the sauce. Let's go ahead and put this in the thing. Let's get this started. What the fuck? You can do that? Dude, that's crazy. I did not know you could like accidentally dip the product in the mouthwash. That's kind of crazy. All right. So near future, we're gonna go ahead, expand, hopefully get a worker really soon. We have to be Hoodlum 5, and then with the worker, we'll be able to automate the growing process while we can proceed to do more mixes and the ability to make more valuable product. Perfect, there's that. See, this is about done. This is done. Put that in there. Now let's name this. So you see here, 69. Nice. So then our next quest is to earn 10,000, but we're almost there. So now that we got nice, we're going to now unfavorite it, favorite our end product. So like I said, ideally you want to sell it for 1.5 times the price. So we're going to get our handy dandy calculator and do 69 times 1.6. It's about 110, so we're gonna do 100 and list it for sale. And we already got Keith, the freaking junkie, asking for some of our good. Perfect. Go ahead and package 20 of them. If you've been watching this far, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the support. If you haven't, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And please leave a comment if you'd like me to consider something, or if I've done something incorrectly, or if there's any criticisms that you'd like to point out. They would all be greatly appreciated. So thank you once again for the support and hope that I could keep making content that you guys like. Alright, let's make on our way over to Keith. And then I guess on the meantime, while we go to Keith, let's see if we can stop by and get another customer, right? Can I do that? He may or may not be able to. I think I have to wait till tomorrow. I'm silly. Oh no, I'll take a free sample. Take some of that. Oh yeah. Oh, he's over here. So we now get Molly as a dealer. So we should probably expand our empire a little bit. Oh no, I have to reach friendly still. I'm silly. Alright, so it looks like we're all set for the evening. Let's go ahead, go to bed. Check our plants before bed. And then we'll move on to tomorrow where our product is nice and listed. And we could keep on mixing as well. Actually, still, before we go to bed, let's go ahead and buy more mixers for our product. Because we're going to get more buds here soon, so we might as well get the mixers ready. 40. Oh, he's a little too greened out for more. Righty. Perfect. Ah. Oh, nice, I saved. It looks like we need to water them real quick. Oh, let's tend to our plants. They won't grow since it's already 4 a.m. Just super unfortunate. I think they're really close. Yeah, 97, 97, 94. Alright, no biggie. No big deal. Let's go ahead, go to bed. The plants should be growing when we wake up. Hoodlum 4. Flu medicine and some Granddaddy purple seeds. Perfect. We're going to take a look at our dealer UI to see how Benji's doing. So that's 33 buds. So let's go ahead, pour some water in here, sow the seeds, get this stuff rolling again. I think 4 planters is just perfectly fine as you're trying to build up. I think you go the full 8 once you're able to hire the botanist. I think once I get to hire the botanist is when I'll expand and get more planters. I do have to pay Hoover though, so I could get more dead drops. Need to try to unlock meetups for him. So that's all good. That's all good and dandy. Put that there. So now we got this. So let's do this. Perfect. Start that. Let's go ahead and clean up the mess I made. Listerine. Right, let's put these back in. So the Mixer V2 is going to allow us to do 20 of them at a time for the same amount of time. So it'll only take us 60 seconds to do a full stack of buds, whereas it's going to take us 120 seconds to do 2 stacks of buds. Or 1 stack of buds, excuse me, not 2. Alrighty. Perfectly timed. Go back in there. Oops. Clean up after ourselves. So we've only gotten 2 orders. I think what I should do is lower it to 95. How's the water looking? I think the levels are fine. Let me just re-water these plants before they run out. Finish mixing that. Finish mixing this. Perfect. Make it cheaper and it will go. Let me go ahead. Get this dead drop paid so that I can order more. There we go. Let's go. So now we can do in-person meetings, so we can buy an unlimited amount of quantity at once instead of having to do 10 or 8 at a time. Let's see if I have the rep just yet. You need to be Hoodlum 5. Alright, so I'm not Hoodlum 5 yet, technically. Geraldine Poon, give you 5 of them for... Heck yeah. Go ahead and bag and jar this stuff up. Perfect. Let's do 2 more jars. $20 more bags. And then we should be swimming with product for a little while. To hand some over to Benji so he can keep making us some money. Once we start getting into crystal production, though, it's going to be a little bit annoying, so hopefully... Oh, perfect. See the deals. Too nice. Let's go ahead and get some more mixers. Saturday, so 2 more days until our balance refreshes, so we should really be putting all our money into our bank account. Because once Monday hits, we're going to be able to deposit another 10,000. Perfect. Start this production. We always want to have things working. We don't want to wait for anything. We want everything to just flow into each other. Plants. Perfect. Again, we're just going to keep things moving, and eventually so after the deals tonight, we should be able to after the deals tonight, we're going to be able to unlock the warehouse store. In the warehouse store, we'll be able to hire an employee. We're going to be able to get these racks so we can get away from these grow tents. And then lastly, we'll be able to revamp the sweatshop in hopes to make it more automated and compact. So we're going to go ahead, do these deals, make some of that cash, and hopefully we'll end the episode and we'll go from there. So let me just go ahead, wait for these deals to come up, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So off camera, I was able to tend to these plants. These are going to be ready to harvest when we get back. And then I finished the mixing. I jarred more product. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go complete these deals. Hopefully, actually more than likely, we're going to be hoodlum level 4 or 5. And we should be able to visit the sketch warehouse to get some better quality tools for our operation. Let me collect the dead drop that's over here as well while we're at it. Let's go finish these deals. This video is getting a little long. Do you know me yet? Sweet. Alright, so we're going to explore that and then end the episode. So we'll wait for that later. I think the rest of my deals are in Westville. Ooh, we got access to pseudo. Pseudo's pretty cool. Takes a little while, but pseudo's pretty cool. It unlocks crystal production, so we'll be able to manufacture some crystal, and with the manufacture of crystal, we can make higher valued products. Excuse me. But I'm not a super fan. Like, I'm not a really big fan of crystal. I feel like it takes so much time to do. And the reward is like okay at best, but for video purposes, I'll probably branch off into it in the bungalow or something where there's more space. You know, I wasn't really paying attention, but we have a lot of deals. Ah, curses. That's alright. Let's get out of here. What do you mean police are nearby? Alright. Let's go ahead and harvest these while we hide from the cops. And then we'll end the episode. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Next episode, we're gonna go into the shady warehouse. Huh? They can't get in. This is so scuffed. Anyways. What the fuck is happening? I'm just gonna... There's no police raids, right? I'm gonna crouch in a corner. Maybe they'll forget I exist. But anyway, guys, that's the end of today's episode. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And next episode, like I said, we're going to go into the shady warehouse. Going to go check on the different products and services that they provide. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get into some automation. That'd be pretty sick. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.